everyone. In my last message, I spoke about a grandma who picked up a car and ended up going to college, doing something she knew she couldn't do. We have these things called limiting beliefs, and often those things start when we're children and continue on through our lives. Elephants are known to be one of the smartest animals, out there, right? At least this is what I'm told. So the question is, if you ever go to a circus, you got this little string and a little peg, and it holds this giant animal. How could it be that this giant animal doesn't, if it's so smart, why doesn't it just yank that thing out and run to its freedom? So, because when it's a child, it's put on a big rope and it's tied to a very strong pole that won't move. And it yanks and it yanks and it yanks and it tries to get away, but it can't. So it learns. And it's very smart. So it learns at a young age, I can't do this. I can't get away from this pole. So when I'm on this pole and I'm on this rope, I'm stuck. So what happens? They get older. They don't even try because they learned already. They've already had this limiting belief cemented in their memory. So there's a story that comes out of the 1980s, I believe, of Barnum and Bailey Circus. It was a circus that used to run, and there was a fire in the circus. And unfortunately, many of the animals passed away. It was a sad thing. And so the question is, do you think that the elephants survived? And the answer is yes, they did. Why? Because when they were scared, we come from the fire and getting burned, they yanked those little poles out of the way and took off, running down the street. So they were free. So Barnum and Bailey Circus had a problem. They had to get a whole new fleet of elephants. Why? Because once those elephants realized those little poles couldn't hold them, never again would they be tied down to that little thing. And that's the same thing that can take place with us in our lives. Those limiting beliefs that we were given when we were children, for whatever reason, whether it was teachers, whether it was friends, we were given limiting beliefs. We can't do this, we can do that. And I'm telling you, you can do a lot more than you think you can. And so instead of holding on to those limiting beliefs, try, yank out that pole, see what else you can do, and just give it a try. You might find that you're very surprised at all that you can do. So that's my encouragement for today. Try those new things. Don't limit yourself and don't hold by those limiting beliefs that you were given. Make something new for yourself. Take care, everyone.